All right, we're gonna get started with head coach Oscar Pareja. Oscar, if you just want to get us started, first of all, congratulations on a historic season for this team. Um, Thoughts on the game tonight, but the season as a whole.
Well, thank you. Obviously, a few words will not tell the whole story about how we feel tonight after not getting this result. Uh, we want to still just to be grateful with our fans and the people who was here pushing us and was present in the stadium and the energy that we have felt from all these people that deserve much more than this. I thought we have uh, a good season, and we had a bunch of things just to be proud of. But it's very painful at this moment to accept that we're not achieving that objective, and that tells us that we have grown, right? From the bottom of my heart, very grateful with the players and with all that effort that they have put during the season. Now the game today, this is a playoff game. I thought New York had two shots, and we knew it. It was a very rocky game for both. But in these options, they took it. We let it go. We didn't take our we didn't take ours when we had a chance, and that's what happened.
Go to Austin and Michael.
Oscar, just coming out of the locker room into the second half, what was kind of the message, and how do you feel that you just, letting a goal in 2 minutes into the second half kind of changed the way the game was being played?
Right. Well, has been uh, has been a preach for us all the time in these kind of games, playoff, tight games, set plays, unnecessary fouls, things that happen in these scenarios. We have to control, and then that one we didn't. I don't think we came up flat at all. I thought it was well, we kept the intensity. It's just that very unnecessary foul and set plays. We we won our last game similar. So the message now just continue with first matching that intensity that we had in the first half against a team who was pushing, and not proposing much the game other than just pressing. And we have two chances getting in their box, and we wanted to get better our sequencing and get better the way we were elaborating the game. But we knew that in some opportunity we will have that chance to score in a very tight game, very tight. It was not space for anyone.
We go Michael, Ronnie, then Gustavo.
Oscar, you talked about the foul on Ivan that led to the free kick. Have you had a chance to review the free kick? It looked like just nobody covered Reyes. Looked like a coverage issue.
I have to be honest, I have not seen it. I mean, we're dealing with this frustration, obvious frustration, and um, I have not seen it. But what I saw in the game is not just that he came out free, but also the ball was very tight. So I would have to see it, Michael. I didn't see that, but what you said about the necessary foul is correct, man. Not now we're going to blame the players because fouls we commit all the time, but this kind of games it seems like those things sometimes are the tiebreaker. Yeah.
Ronnie, Gustavo, and then Shane.
Profe Oscar, buenas noches. Ronnie Herrera para City Lineal Internacional. Profe, ¿cuál fue el aspecto clave del cuerpo técnico para mantener la confianza, ¿sí?, ante las situaciones que se presentaron durante la temporada, podemos decirlo, difíciles? Gracias.
Bueno, yo creo que la actitud de los jugadores ha sido siempre remarcable, muy buena. Ese grupo es un grupo muy trabajador, un grupo que ha crecido mucho. Y yo creo que en una temporada tan larga como es la MLS, pues es normal que a veces hayan altibajos. Nosotros lo tuvimos un poco más largo de lo que quisimos al inicio, pero creo que desde el verano hasta acá, pues fuimos un equipo no solo competitivo, sino los mejores en la liga. Entonces, pienso que la consistencia que tuvimos en el trabajo, en el grupo, nos trajo hasta acá. A, a sentir hoy esta amargura tan horrible de pensar de que éramos mucho más que dejar la liga hoy acá en casa.
Gustavo, Shane, then Luis.
Um, I think a lot of people will look back and see that this is the third straight season that the team has improved from the previous season, that it's a historic season, so on and so forth. Obviously, it's hurtful to lose in the manner that the team lost today. But how can you look back, see the improvements, and look forward to think, okay, how can next year we improve again so we can reach our ultimate goal?
Is that it's difficult today to talk about it. Our frustration is bigger, and we are bitter inside. So when we are like that, players, coaches, media, that you guys supporting us all the time here, and we feel that we reach, but we didn't reach enough, and it was there for us, and we didn't take it. It's difficult. And I say to the players in the locker room that I was not going to prepare a speech just to lift their souls. And I'm not going to say it here in the media. It's painful. We did have a bunch of things that we would be proud of, and we would feel that this club is going in a great direction. But I'm not going to mention it today because my frustration is bigger than that.
Shane, then Luis.
Oscar, with what you were able to do with this roster since June when you guys were in 14th place, you make it to this game. Now you know what it takes. Would you like to see the majority of this roster come back where you can start from here and move forward next year since you got off to such a rough start? If you had this roster back, could you move it forward?
It's a positive thing that happened this year. The consistency with a roster that has been solid, and like any other team, we may have to adjust things because the next step for Orlando is bigger than this. No, but I am really content with the way the club has developed the roster, and I have to say that the majority of those boys should be back for sure, and they had a tremendous season. We will analyze it for sure. The club will do it because we all are under that analysis too, including ourselves as a coaches. But again, it's so painful today just to think about that, and I appreciate your patience, but today is it's a time to share with our fans and with our people this pain. I want to do that. Not that I want to say a bunch of good things here. We'll be fine. But the roster is good. The club is moving on. The club is growing. Oh, we need to win.
Luis, then last one with Mike.
Profe, profe, buenas noches. Una temporada que en lo colectivo fue muy buena con el cambio de resultados positivos al trecho final. 28 toques dentro del área de Red Bulls hoy. Se vio mucho de que era por el lado izquierdo vendían los centros y no había nadie que la emboque. Tuvieron un poco de chances. ¿Cree que usted el peso ofensivo del equipo cómo está y qué les puede decir a ellos o qué les dijo usted a ellos después de este resultado, ¿no? Que al final no se dio desafortunadamente? Gracias.
A los jugadores. Mira, fuimos uno de los equipos que más goles marcó en este semestre. Tal vez nos enfriamos un poco al final, no porque no tuvimos tanta contundencia, pero los partidos de los playoffs son así. Son muy cerrados, muy cerrados. Y sí que tuvimos volumen por izquierda, pero no tuvimos, no fuimos letales ahí. Pero el equipo que acabó de avanzar tiró 2 veces al arco. 2 veces. y una de ellas fue una pelota quieta. Es así la amargura y es así la crueldad de este juego, ¿no? Sí, y hay que aceptarla porque no es una excusa, es que es así. Tuvimos volumen, no tuvimos gol, tuvimos dos chances claras enfrente del arco en el primer tiempo, pudimos abrir el juego ahí, ¿no? No lo hicimos.
Mike, final one.
Oscar, I wanted to ask you. I remember earlier this summer when the team was going through a little bit of that rough start to the season. I remember asking you if do you feel that the team needs to go outside and look for players to change things around. And at the end, the team really didn't change much. But what did change was the run of games that you guys went on to finish fourth place in the East. I guess just wanted to ask how proud are you in with this current squad that you had that they were able to kind of figure it out and then kind of get you guys to the Eastern Conference Finals this year.
It really happened with the roster, and one of the questions that you guys made before was about that continuity and that credibility that this group has after that start that it was rough and we found our way to be today playing the final. So a bunch of good things we did. You are so generous with your questions, and I really appreciate it. Because in this industry, we see a lot of poison things when the pain is present. And I admire that from you all. And I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart and our players in the club. Thank you so much. We did a bunch of good things. Right now, I don't want to talk about it. It's so painful from our players, our fans, what we had. And we'll see it again and review it, and you will see much more things than that you guys mentioned. But I really appreciate that. We will we will die for this club, and today we have to accept that we're not in the final of the MLS Cup, but a bunch of good things Orlando is doing is great.